course, I am adorning this beautiful Newcastle jersey. Of course, I am not alone in the studio. I have two gentlemen with me on the show today. They are none other than Excel and Moses. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to your Retro Jersey Day. Good afternoon. Oh my, Moses. You're neutral today.
Yeah, I decided to be neutral today.
And why is that?
Because the club football just came back, so I don't want to put on something that on Monday I would regret.
You know, that's what I like you, Excel. A proud Manchester United man. Although you guys might be taking on Everton this weekend.
And I was even expecting you to put on the Chelsea jersey.
No, let me tell you why the reason I decided to adorn this jersey, it's not because we're even playing Newcastle. It's just because somebody gave this to me to rock today on my show, and I decided to make them proud. And of course, I know Chelsea will be on a rampage against Newcastle tomorrow at the St. James's Park. Anyways, beautiful things from the Women's Champions League. Chelsea, of course, our ladies, they don't disappoint. They were ruthless against Paris Saint-Germain, and I am happy to see Nadozie in the goalkeeping area for Paris Saint-Germain. It's a good thing for Nigeria having Nadozie, PSG goalkeeper. That's a big thing.
Yeah, of course, it's a big thing because looking back at what she did, you know, at the just concluded World Cup in Australia, and he has been a fantastic goalkeeper anyways. You know, he has really put in that much needed effort and proven to the Super Falcons that undisputed goalkeeper. I don't see anybody taking her spot right now.
No, I don't think anybody deserves to take her spot. I mean, she made a crucial save again in the game against Canada, and I think that was the highlight of the Nigerian stay at the Women's World Cup. Excel, anything to say about Nadozie?
Yeah, she do. She just need to keep on the consistency and focus on what she's doing, because she's doing it right.
All right. Anyways, today's Retro Jersey Day, so let's focus on club football. The international break is officially over for the year. The next international break we will be seeing has to be March. That's after the AFCON, January, and you know, so many other sporting events. Yes, I am excited because I don't like international breaks. I don't know if it's just me, but then I like watching club football, and it's going to be a jam-packed December for especially the English Premier League. I mean, at some point the La Liga, the Bundesliga, and even the French League on, they go for break. But for the English Premier League, it's game after game after game. But of course, this weekend, yes, a big game. Manchester City will be hosting Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium. I don't know why I am excited about that game. I am not a Man City fan, but for no reason I am excited about that game. But before I say anything, I want to hear your thoughts, Excel.
Wow. It's a great week, and I think for me every week is a Christmas for me because of EPL. Because of the pleasure I derive from it, the attention, the love of football, the late dramas and all that. And I believe that the match between Man City and Liverpool, there's going to be a late drama, because that game is a cracker, it's a strong game. It's a game where we have talent. Everyone wants to show to both teams that look, I'm the giants of this game. But then I see Liverpool playing a draw.
Oh, a draw against Man City. Is it because Haaland is not there? Well, let's not forget our phone lines are on the screen. We are taking calls at this moment, but please turn down the volume of your TV set. Yeah, continue, Excel.
Yeah, they are going to play draw, but then don't forget about Man City. They drew against Chelsea, and they actually wanted a win in their home and to get point and still lead the table.
All right, we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, we lost that. Continue.
So my prediction from that football, that game, is that Man City are going to be playing to win, but then I think Liverpool will play win or draw.
You know what, I want to agree with you a bit, but then again, if you go back in time and check the stats between Liverpool and Manchester City, you know, most times he ends in draw, to be honest. But then again, if there's any team that I know can actually give Pep Guardiola a run for his money, it has to be Jurgen Klopp's team. So as much as I think Liverpool might get a draw, I think Liverpool can also win that game.
Yeah, sure.
That's how I feel.
Definitely.
I think it's a game that Liverpool can win.
Yeah, they can actually win the game because to me they have upper hands to win the game. Because Liverpool, they have...
Sorry, we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling us from? Okay, we lost that. Sorry.
Yeah, so you can actually attest to the fact that Liverpool delayed the win because they had hard time recently, and now they are coming to Etihad. And you know, when you are playing against a bigger team, you just need to get a point, a reasonable point, not just a draw.
Yeah.
So that when you play a lesser team, it will walk over for you. So it's actually a very big moment for Liverpool. They should get the 3 points that will bring them up.
All right, they should go all out for the 3 points, and I'm sure Pep Guardiola and his boys will not be sitting on the fence and just allow Liverpool come to the Etihad and pick up all 3 points. But let me hear from you, Moses, your take on that.
Yeah,
game.
I think it's going to be a very big match because Liverpool are in a much more better position compared to last season.
Okay.
And they are playing so well right now. And when you look at Manchester City before the international break, they were not playing so well. They played 4-4 against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Let's just forget about the fact that Chelsea played so well, but we know Manchester City the way they used to play in big games. So I don't expect it to be, a very easy one for Manchester City. I believe Liverpool, they are going to, give Manchester City their run for their money. When you look at players like Luis Diaz, Mohamed Salah, you look at Darwin Núñez is in form right now.
Not forget SUbsisdy.
Yeah.
Darwin a double for his country.
Exactly. And they are firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah.
So I won't be surprised if Liverpool go on and win that match. Yeah, honestly.
Funny enough, I wouldn't be surprised either if Liverpool goes on to win that particular game. I expect a cracking game. Even better than the one we saw against Chelsea.
Of course, it's going to be a very entertaining match.
Yeah, sure, it will. Anyways, Burnley will take on West Ham tomorrow as well. Luton will take on Crystal Palace. And another big game, Newcastle United will host Chelsea at the St. James's Park. Before I continue, let me deviate a little. There's a news that I saw that I feel we should talk about. Benjamin Mendy, the former Manchester City player. He has filed a lawsuit against Manchester City for unpaid wages during his trials in courts. Now, he has a strong case against Manchester City.
Yeah.
He was accused of rape, but he has been found not guilty of all accusations, and he has gone on to move on to another club, but he sued Man City for unpaid wages. Now the same thing happened with Mason Greenwood of Manchester United. He was also accused of rape and assaulting his girlfriend, but then again Man United didn't stop paying him his salaries because it's stated in the contract, but City, they violated their agreement. Let me start with you, Moses.
Well, for me, I can't really say much about that because we can only judge based on what we see in papers.
Okay. We
don't know what's in their contract. So I don't think the same terms and conditions, Greenwood's contract is the same thing in Mendy's contract as well. Yeah, so we just have to wait and let Manchester City respond, to his allegation. Yeah, I know he has a contract and probably maybe he's expecting Manchester City to pay, for his wages during that stipulated period of time. But for now, sometimes there are always two sides to the story. Yeah. Sure. So for me, before I can go deeper and analyze stuff like this, I just have to hear from Manchester City as well. I
mean, okay, let me hear from you, Excel. Do you think Mendy is coming from a place of, anger, bitterness for losing so much? I mean, he lost 2 years. He lost a very important season where he could have gone on to win the treble with Man City, but because of his case in court, he was sidelined. And now he has come out to say that Man City did not pay me for 2 years. Let's not forget, when you sign an agreement is an agreement, regardless of the conditions that attach to that particular agreement. If Mendy was injured, City will still pay him.
What I mean by,
do you understand my point?
What I mean by agreement is this: if a player is injured, is a different case. There are some agreements. Probably Manchester City will include that if you are being caught up in any criminal act or law, your payment might be on hold. You never can tell. It's just an assumption. It's possible. Do you get? So, and the Manchester City will, their own payment structure, their own terms and conditions will be different from the one of Manchester United's own.
All right.
Do you understand? In the case of Greenwood, it happened, but Manchester United are still paying him as well. And I don't think Manchester City will just want to hold on to his pay, you know, for no reason. Do you get?
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't say Mendy is wrong or forcefully accusing Manchester City, and at the same time, I won't, you know, I can't put the blame on Manchester City as well, because right now the story is not clear.
Let's hear from myself.
Whether it's local or international, I think I had contracts and all that. We all know the efficacy of contract, the whole contract. You know, before then, the player comes to the club, he did medical and everything, they did all the necessary documentation and all that, the paperwork and everything, and comes to payment of wages, salaries and all that. And those things are actually documented, are backed by the law courts. So I think if player is faulty of any disciplinary action, the disciplinary committee should tackle that indiscipline that the players have exhibited. You understand? I don't think it's necessarily pushing it to the person's wages, salary, because you are punishing the person. The court has punished the person. Don't forget that he's not guilty.
He was eventually found not guilty.
Not guilty. So I don't see why you keep a player's money. He has left the club, and before he left, because he was playing well, he was doing well. You understand?
Yeah. And
don't forget what would the other contributed to the success of the trophy that they had, that season. So I don't see any reason why you should hold the. And I want to put the blame specifically on Manchester City, because before the man came online or came to media to say it out, to air his view, to air his opinion, to cry out, there was a roundtable discussion.
Sure.
There is always a round table before anybody will come out to say this is what is happening, this is what I'm suffering and all that. So I will hold Manchester City responsible, and I want to tell the viewers that they should tell Manchester City to pay.
You know, I completely agree with you, Excel, because before Mendy will, you know, even have a case against City, there must be a tangible evidence to go to court with, and I feel like he has it with him, and that's why he's suing Man City. And I feel like if he has a good lawyer, Man City will pay him for every penny they owe him. Good afternoon, welcome to Sports Gist.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, your name and where you're calling us from?
Okay, my name is Mr. Balagana.
Alright, Mr. Balagana, welcome to Sports Gist.
Yes. I'm calling from Mina, Niger State.
All right, welcome.
First of all, I see the presenter, she's wearing Newcastle uniform.
Yes.
But I know I should be a Chelsea fan, so that is a supporter. Don't worry, Chelsea is going to play Newcastle. Don't worry, you play draw. That's how I do that.
No, Chelsea is definitely winning tomorrow.
So they are we want to put them down as they are following money. So that they don't catch up with us. And my prediction is that Man City and Liverpool, they will play draw. I want them to play draw.
Draw, okay.
Tottenham and also they also play draw.
All right.
Those things they are ahead of Man U. If Arsenal they can win.
All right.
They will still catch with the same point.
What of Arsenal?
Those who are ahead of us, let them drop 2 people. Man U is number 6 on the table.
Alright.
If Man U win their match, even though it's 1-0, they will be gradually moving to the top 4.
Sure.
Aston Villa is number 5, Man U 6 for just 5 points. By the time they draw that much, they will reduce the gap. Maybe in the next match, Man U will enter the top 4. That is how we'll be going.
Alright.
They have not been doing well this season anyway, but they know they are not doing well, they are trying. That's why they are occupying Lombardy and say, wow, the goal to soccer is stepping there. So others because in other places you favor Man U so that they can be moving gradually.
Alright, I hope the God of football favors. Thank you so much, Mr. Babagana. Even patriotic Manchester United fan he is. I hope the God of football favors United and allow all their rival play out a draw. Except Chelsea though. Chelsea is gunning for all
I feel like Manchester United, you know, last season, there's one thing about Manchester United. Ever since Erik ten Hag took up, you know, that managerial role, it has not been so, like, we've not been playing any kind of entertaining football.
Oh.
But we always find a way to go around it. You know, when we started last season, it wasn't encouraging as well.
Okay.
So many people, they started saying a whole lot of things. They criticized their style of play, transfer policy, paying over the odds for players, and the whole thing. By the end of the day, we ended up in top 4. We finished 3rd on the table.
I don't know how United did that,
And
though.
if you look at it,
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. He's a Chelsea fan, and it was like, at least they play 4-4 against Manchester City. And I said, if you are given 4 goals and 1 point, and you are given 1 goal and 3 points, which one will you take?
I would definitely take a goal and 3 points because it's better.
Because it's better.
Yeah.
So, like the way it is for Manchester United right now, I don't think we should focus more on our style of play.
Okay.
The most important thing is just to get the 3 points.
I agree with Moses
Yeah.
completely, because there was a time Chelsea won the league under Jose Mourinho. That was in 2014-15 when the likes of Didier Drogba was, you know, still in Chelsea and all. And I remember people criticizing Jose's pattern of football,
Yeah.
and he said something that it shocked me even as a Chelsea fan. He said, nobody remembers how well you played. They only remember results.
The results.
And nobody remember, oh, that season he scored 100 goals. What did you win? Do you understand? Because I'm sure other clubs did better than Chelsea.
Of course,
yeah.
Even because they won't play. I don't think Chelsea did so well that season.
And when you take a look at it, the fans right now, they are not patient. They don't have
they are
time they can't wait for the club to get it right and start scoring 5 goals in a
Football
match.
has evolved.
Just win.
I think
they are used to winning. You understand? So that's just how it is. And in Premier League, you can't afford to lose.
I mean,
many matches.
it takes me back to that game against Man United when McTominay got a double at the line.
Brentford.
Yes,
Thank you, against Brentford.
Yeah.
Now, that game, Man United were a shadow of themselves. But the highlight of that particular encounter still remains McTominay getting a double and getting all 3 points for Manchester United. I think that's what people remember. Don't you agree with me, Excel?
Yeah, I think my guy has said a lot about United, because actually we will not be enjoying our match except some of the late dramas that build up the emotions of football, and keeps up the love of football and all that. But then I think they should start having the mentality of playing good football, playing a relaxed football, not creating a tension on players or fans. Because the whole world is watching you, you are not the one playing the game. You are just playing it, but you are not the one consuming the emotions of the game. People consume, and it builds people up. When we lost match, I feel very sad, and people around me will respond to them and transfer aggression and all that. That's me for you. But then when we win matches, they all get the happiness and the good news and all that. So what I'm trying to say is that they should try to play relaxed football like Manchester City. Not just getting a goal and relax. Score a goal and you continue pressuring the team you scored already and try getting more goals and play entertainment football. Because if you keep on playing, you will want to win at a dying minute. It must not work for you all the time.
Yeah.
You must not have your way. So they should do well to play good football and play relaxed football.
Yeah, Excel has a point.
Okay.
But the issue is, you know, when you want to, you need to have what it takes to play good and relaxing football. Do we have it? No. Over time, we've been talking about Anthony Martial, we've been talking about Marcus Rashford. I'm sorry to say, players like that, they can't give you what Manchester City will give their fans. You are talking about Manchester City, you are talking about Haaland, you are talking about Kevin De Bruyne, you are talking about Bernardo Silva. They are consistent. Do you understand? They know how to go about winning games, scoring goals. You are talking about Rodri. You know, aside Casemiro and maybe Amrabat, do we have a reliable four, a standing four like Rodri in Manchester United? No, we don't. Look at our defenders as well. They've been inconsistent. Injuries too has affected us. Onana just came to Manchester United. He's struggling to adapt, you know, to Manchester United. So Manchester United right now, they are not even on that level of Manchester City. We don't have the players. So I feel like we really need to invest. We need to buy the right players.
That is where the transfer window comes
exactly.
in. Because they actually perform poorly.
I mean,
they don't buy players.
But the good news for Man United fans, Onana might not be doing so well because his defense has been a bit shaky. But don't fear, Harry Maguire is back. Yes, he has picked up great form, and I'm happy for him. I wanted him to stay and fight for his place in Manchester United.
I just hope what he has started right now, the good things
work.
No,
it will continue.
Yes, you know, to some extent, some of the great players they had, like Beckham and the rest, told him, look, if these people are not ready to play you on the pitch, you just have to go to any club of your choice because you are still younger, you have the ability, the synergy to perform in the pitch.
And again,
he was devastated and frustrated, but then I think he has found his way out and he has done a lot of magic for us recently, which is showing to the fact that look, he can actually come out.
I mean, his blood is red, and he definitely want to play for the Red Devils.
And I love the club.
That's the start of the season. That's the start of the season. I feel like Man United's body language really woke him up from his slumber, because Manchester United were close to agreeing a deal with West Ham for Maguire.
Yeah.
So deep down we'll be like, for Manchester United to be in negotiation with West Ham because of me, then I need to step up. So I feel like, aside the criticism, is one of the key factors why he himself has been performing so well.
So let me just say something, I think the criticism has helped improve his game now. I don't think there's any footballer in the history of football, maybe in the past, but maybe there was in the past, but right now there has been criticized by Harry Maguire. I want to say something.
Do you think it's easy for Erik ten Hag to prefer Luke Shaw over Maguire?
I mean, come on. Now, a senator in Ghana, he is doing, a meeting, the senatorial meeting in Ghana. He came out and he made a really, annoying, derogatory statement against Maguire. He said that Maguire is one player that when you are an opponent playing against United, you should be rest assured that Maguire is going to get you a goal. But he has gone on to apologize to Harry Maguire, saying that Harry Maguire has definitely shocked the entire world.
That is how.
And Maguire, on the other hand, has accepted his apology and even has given him an invitation to come to Old Trafford and watch him play. That is one news.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. When you are doing so well, you get the praise. And when you are not doing so well, you get criticized, because that will push you to, to that level that you expected to perform.
All right. Well, I'm happy for United. Let's talk about Arsenal. Arsenal will take on Brentford. Yes, Arsenal playing away from home. Any expectations for that game?
Arsenal is still better in the match.
I don't know why. I agree with you completely.
Because they had their ups and downs,
and they don't lose to small teams.
They don't play with small teams. That's the walkover match for Arsenal, because at the time we never want to draw from that match. You already knew that Brentford, to some extent, they are stubborn. They want to win their match, they will win their match, irrespective of your performance on the pitch. You understand? But I think it's going to go there with a mind of win game. I think that's Arsenal's mindset. In their quest, to go on to win the league, Arsenal always knows how to get results.
I think Brentford beats Chelsea this season, right?
Of course they did.
But Arsenal will be there.
I mean, they've gone on to beat Chelsea 3 times in a row. Back to back.
Back to back.
Very embarrassing.
And they almost beat United, if not for our magic time.
Fair. Well, Chelsea, what about Chelsea? Is Chelsea going to be Newcastle?
Chelsea, Newcastle. To me, I would say it's just going to be win or draw for Chelsea, because Chelsea have maintained legacy recently, and they wouldn't want to lose to Newcastle.
I mean, do you guys think Nkunku is a joke to you?
Yeah, I think it's a plus to Chelsea game, because
is Lazia a joke to you?
No, not that. It's a plus to Chelsea game, because having Nkunku on the back, he plays sometimes in the midfield. It's a plus to Chelsea game. When you have that player that you can substitute and you bring out another player that can fit in that position that you have substituted, it's a very big confidence for you as a coach on the pitch.
All right, our time is fast, but Moses, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I feel like Chelsea have a chance to win the match, but Newcastle, there's this type of team. They are very physical. They are very strong. Sometimes they play defensive football. We saw them against Arsenal.